The African heads of state and government are currently in a closed final session of the AU summit in Addis, making the resolutions to be announced later this evening. KTN's associate editor Noah Otieno joins us now from Addis.
This is the final day of the 24th ordinary session of the African Union meeting here in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And so far, not so good news, not so big news for the Kenyan delegation in terms of what they came here to achieve. And that is the lobbying for the signing and ratification of the treaty that was to expand the mandate of the African Court of Justice and Human and People's Rights to include international crimes to address the Kenyan situation at the International Criminal Court. So in that respect, so far, not so big news, but we expect that there will be some announcement by the end of the day in terms of what the Kenyan delegation has achieved. But for the African continent, some good news, because the United Nations has just revealed this morning that they will be doing much more in terms of supporting the African countries afflicted by terror attacks. That is, for example, the terror group Boko Haram in Nigeria and the Al-Shabaab and Al-Qaeda operatives in the East African region.
The United States is going to also convene the next month in Washington, D.C., high-level counterterrorism strategy meeting where I'm also invited. This will provide a good opportunity for world leaders at the high level to discuss a common strategy.
The United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has also revealed that the UN is reviewing the way they handle peacekeeping missions around the African continent, because people are arguing that there is very little peace to keep in those countries that are experiencing military and tribal conflicts. So instead of just sending troops to stand by, both military and police peacekeeping missions to stand by and do very little while communities are killing each other, they want to review both the nature of peacekeeping missions they send out in African countries with conflicts, and also the kind of support and the kind of mandate they give to such peacekeeping missions.
I thought, as a Secretary General, it is high time for us to review our missions. That is why I have established independent high-level panel of peace mission operations. I expect the recommendation will be submitted around the middle of this year. On the basis of that, we will review on the recommendations how to improve the capacity and functions and actions and support mechanism of the peacekeeping and special political missions.
The closing ceremony for the 24th African Union Summit comes later this evening, just after 6:30 p.m. And we will be finding out more in terms of what resolutions this session of the AU Summit has made and what it means for the African continent. My name is Noah Otieno, reporting from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.